Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gold Mining Simulator Getting Started series. As you seen at the end of the last episode, we finished off doing our buckets and digging out this bit here with the manual hog pan. So what we need to do next is, wait, let me turn this music down. I don't know why the music's went so loud. Let me turn this down. There we go, that's better. That's better. So, I've done another 2 buckets. So we've got another 2 buckets here. But what we're going to do is we're not going to put them through the hog pan stuff. What we are going to do is we're going to go away and I'm going to go and show you the smelting area now. So we'll head back into town. So you just head back out the way you came in at the start of the series. When you came to the hog pan area, and then I'll show you what equipment the game would want you to buy, and I'll show you what options you can go for if that's not what you want to do. If you want to get out of the hog pan area as well. So we're heading back into town. Oh, remember, always pick up any story pieces you see on your way back in towards town, in case you've missed any. There's plenty of people have done videos. If you want me to do a video of where all the story pieces are, let me know. So we're going to be coming past the machine shop there to the left, but we're going to take a right up this wee street here, and then we're going to go over the railway tracks, and we're going to head to the blacksmith. Here we go. So we're at the blacksmith here. Remember, if you've got your time set to ×1, make sure you change it to ×12, because you don't want to be standing there for 15 minutes waiting for your gold to be smelted. So we can only do 1.4 ounces out of the 19 ounces that we've got of gold. Bear with me a minute. Actually, what I did forget to say is you need to make sure you take off the 30% that is due to the claim owner, because remember, we are leasing the claim. So we have 19.192 ounces less 30%, which goes to Old Arnold, leaves us with 13 ounces. So we can smelt up to 13 ounces. Of gold. So we have to make sure there's 5.7 ounces left in terms of the gold. And there is stories here as well. So you've got one here underneath the bench. And the other story piece is around here. Like I say, the reason why you collect the story pieces, it gives you 1% off discount in the equipment store and 1% discount on your fuel. So every time you do it, you get 1% off what the cost of fuel is. I think it starts off at like something ridiculous, like $10 or something a gallon. So yeah, football is life. So as you can see, still got 6 minutes. And you'll get a message pop up at the top of the screen saying that you can collect your gold bar. There we go. Go to the blacksmith, pick up your shiny gold bar. And there it is, 1.2 ounces. So you can either just leave it here at the blacksmith, or you can chuck it in the back of your truck, because you don't actually have to physically hand it over to the bank where we need to go and sell it. So let's head into town. So the bank is just here. Give ourselves a wee whoop. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Skills. Absolutely fantastic, that one. Probably one of my best ones yet. So, like I said, ignore the gems. If you don't have the new DLC, you won't see the option for the gems, I don't think. But I have purchased all the DLCs. But like I say, I'll go through the options of what you can do with non-DLC and in terms of DLC. So gold bar 1500. Let's get that smelted. We're gonna head back. I believe it's about 12 ounces we can still smelt. So we leave enough ounces in terms of gold for Old Arnold. We do 12 ounces. I think that's close enough. And then the money that we're left with, so we've got $360 plus what we get for this gold bar. So I'll bring you back once the bar has been smelted. I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so we're back. We've got our 12 ounce bar. That we do lose ounces on the bar. So as you can see, the amount of gold smelted, the cost it will cost you, the time it will take, and also the gold loss. So every time you smelt a bar, you will lose gold. It will take a certain amount of time, and it will cost you a certain amount of money. There are upgrades, but that costs you magnetite. But I'll do an episode on the magnetite and how that works and how it comes about to get your blacksmith upgraded. But that'll be in a later episode. So now we've got our 10 ounce bar. Let's head back. Like I say, I'll show you the that we can leave the bar there on the table. We can still sell it at the bank. So let's head back into Haynes. Can we get another good? No, we hit the. That was a rubbish one. That was rubbish. That was rubbish. Okay, so let's pay off. So $13,000. Okay, so let's talk about the options now that you can now go for non-DLC wise. Non-DLC, you've got this. This is going to be the options you're going to have for non-DLC. And then I'll tell you what I would personally do. So, non-DLC, you could potentially look at getting yourself the tier 2 wash plant here. Or the way the game would want you to do it is get yourself a small diesel pump, hog pan with pump, and then get yourself the hoses, and then still keep digging in the hog pan area. Like I say, you've got this option as well. This you will need to rent yourself an excavator with the money that we have. So we have $13,000. So you got $5,000 for that. I think you're looking about a couple hundred, $300. Sorry about the cough in there. For the small excavator. Can't remember, but we're gonna head there now. You've also got the potential of getting yourself a wave table if you want to keep digging, and then instead of having to hand pan each bucket, you put them into the wave table. Personally, I love using the wave table. It helps speed up the process of retrieving the gold from the mats after you process the mats into the bucket, wash the mats into the buckets. So that's two options you've got there. So you can either just buy the water pump, just keep digging manually into the hog pan, and then potentially even by yourself the wavetable as well, so it makes the cleanup process quicker. So option 2 was obviously the tier 2 wash plant, and then option 3. Well, let's go back to option 2. Option 2, obviously you need an excavator. So you've got non-DLC wise, you've got the choice of 2 excavators. You've got this one here, the big excavator, costs you $2,583 daily rental costs, or you've got the small one here, which is $605. I knew it was roughly about that. Or you could even go for the front loader, which is $4,600 to rent. This is part of the one of the DLCs. This is the Gems and Glory DLC. The front loader with the backhoe. Or the other option is the bigger part of Old Arnold. You rent yourself a drill at $2,900. When you drill, you will get nuggets. On PlayStation and Xbox, I'm not sure if you get nuggets. I would need someone to confirm that for me. But on PC, you will get nuggets when you drill the claim, which is then where you would then look at going for your wash plant areas, looking into your wash plant. So like your shaker, derocker if you're non-DLC, and if you've got the Frankenstein machinery, you would go for the Glacier Creek. So personally, the way I would go with this. This is what I would do. I would rent this. So let's rent this. Let's move it over. Remember, you will have a cost when you move machine. So it's going to cost us $1,500 to transfer the machine across to Old Arnold. And then, do you know what? Let's see what skins we've got. We've got the hot rod. Ooh, nice. So we own this skin. This is the one from the last leaderboard. Like I say, you can buy skins as well, or you can download some skins from the Steam Workshop. Unfortunately, you won't be able to download them from on the console side. It's Steam Workshop only. Where is it? Where is the skin that I want? Come on. There we go. Nope, that's not the one. That's the one I want. And let's paint. One whole buck. And then we turn around. Bada bing, bada boom. We have a new skin. Okay, so like I say, we'll then move on to drilling. That will be our next episode. I'll show you what kind of things you need to do for drilling. The way I personally do the drilling, and it will kind of give you an idea. So it's goodbye from me. I appreciate everyone who has come in and watched. I appreciate everyone who stuck by and watched the first episode, and for any of you who have subscribed. Also, check down in the description. There'll be a link to my Discord server. There'll also be a link to my Twitch, where we will be doing live streams on the new Gems and Glory DLC. Also, we will be streaming the next leaderboard on there as well. I will be posting the live streams up onto the YouTube side once, obviously, the 24-hour gap after the live streams have been done. So, it's goodbye from me, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Getting Started. And yeah, let's move on to what we have next, and you'll see there is our drill. Later, bye.